Hey friends and family, welcome back to my page. As requested, I will be making some salt mackerel rundown. I hope you're all having a lovely week and thank you so much for stopping by. I already have my water on the stove and I'm gonna go ahead and rinse with some lemon water. And this salt mackerel looks a bit red than the one that we get here. I get this one straight from Jamaica and I can't remember if this is how it used to look, but anyway, it looks fresh, so I'm gonna go ahead and boil it. And while it's boiling, I'm gonna go ahead and prepare my coconut to blend and cut up my veggies and prep my ground provisions. And you know you can't have salt mackerel without some dumpling. So I will be making some flour dumplings, but of course my husband and I love cornmeal dumplings, so that is a must. Alright, and it's just for those who don't know how to make dumpling, it's just salt, water, flour, and you gradually add your water until you have a nice firm dough. Alright, so moving back to the salt mackerel, I'm going to pour this first water off and then I'm going to add some fresh water and give it another boil just to reduce the salt. Alright, so I'm going to be making my salt mackerel rundown the unconventional way, which I'm going to be boiling down my coconut to a custard. I know sometimes I get judged for not cooking it the original or authentic way, but that's just how it goes. So my salt mackerel is now boiled. I'm going to go ahead and remove the skin if you want to. Some people like to keep it on. I have to take it off and I'm gonna try and remove as much bone as possible. I don't know, it's almost impossible, but I'm gonna try. All right, so especially if you're gonna give this to kids, you want to make sure all those fine bones are removed. So I'm also going to remove that middle bone. I know some people like to keep that long middle bone just to suck on it at the end of the cooking process, but I'm going to get rid of it. So this is everything that I got from it. There is always a lot of waste. However, there is a small section on the head that my husband likes. I'm going to remove the ears and the eyes and I'm going to add that section right here. So that's about it. Everything else is going in the bin. And yeah, so basically when you buy salt mackerel, half of it goes in the bin and you get half to keep. Now I'm going to go ahead, heat up my oil, and I'm going to saute my veggies. I'm going to start off by sauteing my onions and my bell peppers, and then later on I will add the remaining veggies. And when it comes on to seafood, it must have a little spice for me. Not overbearingly spicy, but it must have a little spice. So of course, Scotch bonnet is a must. So depending on your spice tolerance, you can add it accordingly. By now, my ground provision and my dumplings are boiled, and we're gonna continue by adding our coconut milk, which was already cooked down, so it doesn't have a lot of cooking to do. I already cook it down to a nice custard, so I'm adding my thyme, scallion, some tomatoes, and we're gonna allow that to cook down with the coconut milk. And I'm also adding some crushed pimento seeds. This adds a lovely flavor, so don't miss out that section. Alright, when you crush it, you get all the flavor to come out. After adding my salt mackerel, I'm gonna add some of Racquel spice seasoned to the bone, just a little bit to add back some flavor in the mackerel. She is one of my fellow Jamaican and I've tried out her seasoning. It's really good, so you can check out the link in my comment section if you want to support her as well. Alright, so remember that the coconut milk was already cooked down to a custard, so we're going to give this about 3 minutes on medium to high heat so that all the flavors can get to marry, and then our dinner will be ready. Alright, so we're going to cover it down and allow it to cook down for about 3 more minutes. So if you don't want to cook it the way that I did, you can go ahead, saute your vegetables, add your coconut milk, and allow your coconut milk to cook down to a custard for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then you can add your cooked salt mackerel and season to your liking. Or you can just go ahead, boil down your coconut milk, and then after it's cooked down to the custard, you can go ahead, add your vegetables, then add your cooked mackerel and season to your liking. Cooking is an art and there's so many different ways to prepare things, so this is my favorite way to do it. I enjoyed it so much. The yellow yam was so good. It was so dry and nice. The sweet potato was awesome. The dumpling was off the chain. Everything was just perfect. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for your request. And I do hope that you're all having a lovely week. Stay safe, show some love, and I'll catch you guys in my next one.